All right, everybody, welcome. We are glad that you are with us here today. JMMS versus KAS Rocket League games here today. America is taking on Kuwait. We're going to have a pregame show here in a bit, have some fun, talk to the coaches, and then have our first of the two best-of-5 matches this afternoon. So if you are here joining us from the United States, it's afternoon time pretty much everywhere, but if you are in Kuwait, it is evening time. It's about 9 o'clock up there. So we are happy to have two different time zones, but the same game and interest bringing us together.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream.
I'm good. Yeah, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. We are super excited over here. We have people getting their lunches going mid school day, and kids excited to play in this wild opportunity.
I know my team's really excited too. They've been on Discord with me for the past 20 minutes going, when are we going to start? Can we start now, miss? They're very, very excited.
This is awesome. Yeah, we are just a little bit away. Thought we'd have a chat here and have some fun for the viewers who want to know how we got this going and what this means to both of us. So I thought I'd just kind of kick it off and talk a little bit about what this means to James Monroe. And we're really happy to be able to play somebody in a unique spot for us. And we're happy to kind of continuously explore different cultures and learn a lot about, what's happening over on other parts of the globe because, it's so easy to get lost in our own world. And I think even just reaching out and getting a chance to play with other people is helping us understand each other just a little bit better. So tell us a little bit, Coach, what brought you into this esports thing, and what brought you to this match here today with us?
Well, there was another school, actually, BBS in Kuwait, and they started Minecraft matches, Capture the Flag. And since I'm a gamer, the school asked me if I could coach the esports team, which I'm doing. And I went on LinkedIn, tried to find more stuff out about esports and connected with you and learned about Rocket League, which a lot of my students already played. And it's really good because during COVID, naturally all sports are cancelled, especially for my students. In Kuwait, we've been remote since last March. So, the fact that we can connect with another school across the globe and have these matches is amazing.
I definitely think that's a huge part of it. Tell us a little bit about, what your program looks like. What are your athletes like, and, what are their experiences like at school lately?
Well, so we range from about grade 6 to about grade 10. And at the moment, we are completely remote. So our students have been remote for over a year. So the good thing about the esports club, we have training twice a week after school, is that it's one time where they can connect and talk as well as, train and play. But it's been a really good outlet for them because we're still under curfew here in Kuwait. So it has been very difficult for our young people. So this is really good as an outlet for them to still connect and chat and just help each other out, especially between the different grade levels. So, the older kids are helping the younger kids and vice versa. It's really sweet to see.
Wow, that sounds like an incredible atmosphere. Okay. Well, over on our end here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we have about 70% of our kids back at this school, or at least in my class. And it's been really a treat to have 6th, 7th, and 8th graders here. That's about, I would say, 11 through 14 years of age. They kind of hang out in these halls. And typically, I would say that most of my esports players start off in 6th grade, and then they kind of stay in the program for a while, and then they kind of take over some leadership roles. And I'm losing a lot of leaders here this year, and I'm looking at some of my younger ones, and they're really excited, you know, because it means that it's their chance to start scheduling and start making graphics and kind of start taking the leadership roles in the program that I think originally those kids who had those skills, you know, that others didn't, they leaned on them, and now they're out of here. So some of my younger kids are like, wait, so how do you do that thing in Adobe again? And like, how do you make that OBS overlay? And that stuff's starting to happen right now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they're like, we only have 4 weeks left. Wait, but I don't know how to do the thing you've always done for me. And I'm like, oh, it's time to learn, because we have other students who are going to be jumping in and hoping to fill those leadership spots.
Yeah, and it's really good. I mean, we've got coaches for the Minecraft, we've got coaches for Rocket League, and it's all student led. So I'm more like a facilitator. You know, I am technically the coach, but I am more a facilitator role. It's definitely more student led, which is amazing to see, because they're becoming more independent, my students, and you know, the communication skills, everything's really growing. So it's really amazing to see that with them.
Okay. Feel free to join when you are ready, gentlemen. And here we go. Game number 1. We're going to have 2 best of 5s here this afternoon, or this evening, depending on where you are on the globe. We're on the west part over here, and we're off and making history, one gas pedal push at a time. Both teams going to have fun with this one, as this is not something you get to do very often. Most teams do not find themselves playing another continent very often, and the cool part is this is what it's all about. Going in to check out some different perspectives as Dr. 450 goes flying into the corner, unable to make that one. It's back and forth, and it is going to be a wild set of matches, as one server will be predominantly a little easier to handle than the other. Both teams working on an approach. Very close. Both teams back and forth, feeling each other out in this match, and it is so far extremely close. Loon trying to make an attempt at it, but gonna take a pass by. Good rotation. Smart play here by both sides. Nothing too hasty from either team. A small bump there happens between Nesmus, and that's going to lead to potentially an opportunity here for JMMS. Dr. 450 does miss that one, but Educated Lobo comes up. Raptors trying to make something happen. The Savage does collide, and it's going to be attempt, and Mr. Clanky gets it in there. Wonderful shot as he inverts, or she, the car, puts it right in. Excellent job. Nesmus trying to get in there. Educated pops it up quite nicely. All right, we're back at it here, folks. right off of the top. Just a barely short little lived miss there. Dr. 450 out. Ball's going back and forth. The pace of the game's picking up. Raptors hoping to communicate a little bit more. They're all sitting side by side. Nesmith controls. Dr. 450 controls it out. Off to the side. This is game one here, folks. Very tight game. Minute and 30 remaining. Raptors looking to answer with their first goal. Might get shut out, might not. Let's see what happens. Best of 5, a lot of game left. Loon tries to get it, but doesn't. Nesmith up to the side. Dr. 450 out and about. Dr. 450 does get it in. I thought that a KAS Esports player might get to that one, but does not. You can see Dr. 450 back there earlier thinking about it and then actually sways away from that smart move. Mr. Clanky. Will Mr. Clanky score another goal? Or will James Monroe respond again? Beautiful save there by Mr. Clanky. Talking about him. He knows we're talking about him. JMMS waiting in the wind. And Mr. Savage with 50 seconds to go takes it. The Savage from downtown. And that's going to take us to a 1-point game so far. Anything can happen. So far, KAS coming out very strong with James Monroe trying to catch up early in the first game with the go-ahead goal. But anything can happen as Mr. Clanky hits it up the middle, then brought right back in. Raptors are pushing it here. Their rotations are getting a little bit stronger. And a nice tip to the corner and out as James Monroe looks to make a play as Nesmith denies that one. Off to the board and out, and McClanky and Nesmith going to go side by side. Mr. Clanky gets a chance and with 18 seconds ties up the game to make it equal. Here we go, but anything can happen in 18 seconds. $18 seconds to go here, folks. It is going to be an all-out fight. Game one is going to go to overtime, and that means that this whole series is just going to be bonkers. Here we go. Game one. We're off. And it's an awkward one that Mr. Clanky is able to get. Dr. 450 is able to handle it, but it gets bounced off to the side. Raptors hoping to communicate here to get this. KAS playing very hard in this overtime match for game one. A chance. Nesmith out. Educated to the side. Doctor in. Raptors looking to make some offensive-minded pushes, and it's blocked by Mr. Clanky. Raptors communicating well here. Unfortunately, one shoots into the other. Savage is going to be the only one back. Raptors hoping to get out of this one as it's in their end. And a hit changes that one from going in. And Dr. 450 is there, but not to get the follow-up by Loon. What a goal by KAS in overtime. And we want to take a look at that one. Wow, what a play at the end. You can see the ping there for Kuwait is just insane at the moment. We are going to make sure that we rotate the next best of 5 so that they can be playing on better ping. So, man, imagine how they're going to play when they get that ping down. On the technology is what it's all about, and so far they're having a great time making this happen. So we are already succeeding in some of these goals of ours. We should be ready to go. game number 2. KAS Esports up a game after a excellent goal overtime. And it's going to put the Raptors in a spot here. I think they know what they need to do. Coach has been like, hey, communicate more. Let's hear more talking. And we're going to see if they can get that going here for us today. I guess we'll take a Raptor out, so it's a 2v2 at the moment. Let's take... Oh, they got it. They're good. Okay, cool. Looks like we're all good. Want to make sure both teams are good. 2 Miracle in the play. All right, great to have that. And we're going to start off even strength. Glad to see both teams kind of laying off there, figuring out, wait, where's your player? That's just good nonverbal awareness. And it is bouncing awkwardly. Dr. 450 out, and it's going to be another close one, you can tell. 40 seconds have transpired, and it's pretty even. You're watching Kuwait versus United States. And FX6 puts it in and does an excellent job reading that ball off the wall and taking the shot to make it 1-0. James Monroe into the corner, trying to control it, does. Cheeky little bounce into the middle, blocked by FX. Raptors need to communicate, sharing play-by-play. I know this is one of their strengths. KAS playing very well, trying to figure out a little bit about how to get that ball going. Left to right, a pinch there by James Monroe. Could lead to an opportunity if the aerial's done correctly. And it somehow goes just wide, but beautifully done. And another chance. There's a battle in front of the net. And Dr. 450 Raptors are able to put that one in. Kind of bodies the first car, comes in, and FX just can't control that. It's a tie game once again. If you're joining us, thank you very much for watching this afternoon or this evening, no matter where you're from. It's just a pleasure to have these two schools getting a chance to do something so spectacular. This is what it's all about. FX trying. Oh, and both KAS players are close, but not able to make that. Dr. 450 able to come back. What an amazing play here. You know, there's a big push there by KAS. 2 players missed, and an unfortunate air roll as the defenseman is unable to get that shot. And that's a fast shot too, you know, where you catch the ball rolling and you cut. It really makes the velocity of that ball hard to handle. And with 3 minutes to go, it's only a 1-goal game, and we're just in the first best of 5. A lot of physical play here as teams are kind of muscling around the offensive edges. Kind of a different strat here. Raptors looking a little bit more poised, but would like to see something like that not happen. Some communication is going to be necessary. These players are they're just finishing lunch. Yeah. KAS. James Monroe. 3rd Intercontinental match for the Raptors this year. 2 against the United Kingdom, against the Samurais and the Sharks. And, you know, now we get this awesome opportunity. And what a shot flicked in by the Raptors. Comes in, cuts it once, slides under it like a spatula, and then gets it short side. The lag is real, FX. Yes, unfortunately, the lag is so real. We are going to be feeling it soon, too. Appreciate you playing through this lag. We can also think about our third best of 5 someday, and maybe find a server in between us on the globe as a little activity in the map, and think about hosting it there. Mr. Clanky, I can't even imagine what, you know, KAS is going to look like without any lag issues. They're already looking really good. I can't imagine with minus 300 extra ping how much better they're going to be. They're going to be cracked. Oh man, this is going to be exciting. And you know, this is a different looking game number 2 as another goal put in by the Raptors. And it's a pretty good one. Off the corner, tries to go for it, misses, but there's some support. Good looking car there by FX_. And that's going to be a bar down off, and McClanky gets it out. Great defensive play, knows not to go get that boost in that instance. Stay there and be ready to make that save, and does. Mr. Clanky, in my opinion, playing very well. And oh, almost gets that one. FX trying to recover. No boost for him. And what a save by Mr. Clanky. Again. One more possibly from him, and it is. He is saving everything. He's the savior, and unfortunately cannot save that one. But Mr. Clanky becoming quickly the MVP so far of this match. One more here, and you thought Mr. Clanky would have gotten that somehow. What a play. Raptors. KAS. A lot of time left here in game number 2. Mr. Clanky, oh my gosh, putting the team on his or her back. And it is a wonderful play off of the backboard and out, and not going to stop FX. Watch this and get some audio on your own side. We're going to get going here. It is a tie series. Raptors 1, KAS Esports 1. Next match might have a student hop in my spot and take my, might be Kimberly back there. You never know, might be Tyson. We're gonna see what happens here in game number 4 after this. And the Savage plays wonderfully up that left side as Nesmith takes it, but Savage able to kind of carry it around that corner, but deflected in by Lament. And we're jumping into game number 3. Here we go. And it's blocked right away. Nesmith's trying to get that goal back that was scored. Students in 5th period thinking about who might be casting this next game in my spot. This is what it's all about, getting students involved here. America, Middle East, couldn't be any better. We're talking regions of the globe that would never play esports are playing esports because we're making it happen, and we're connecting through the European server so that we have the ability to do so. And hopefully this makes a difference so that our players are having a good time while also building these relationships. So, and one extra goal there put in by the Raptors to make it 2. And there's a lot of match left. Let's see what happens. Good job there by the Raptors. KAS trying to find a hold on something here. All right, and you know what? It's just one goal by KAS that's going to lead them to have a little bit of confidence coming in here. It is a one-goal game, and it's tied 1-1 in the series, so anything really can happen. It just takes one goal, and so KAS kind of opened that door, and they just need to answer back. And wow, what a shot to the left. Gets pinched from a Raptor who comes up the middle. Great job there, good communication. Still trying to figure out in fifth period behind me who's going to be casting in this seat. It might end up being Connor. Could be Mr. Wood. We'll have to figure this out here soon. Savage up, getting a chance for an aerial. Not able to. Able to bounce back though and get that rebound to put him in position. Raptors get a great shot. Almost a reset. Not sure if that actually did anything, but it was amazing. And a shot by Llama Factory. And we are back. And the Savage puts one away. And we're off. Savage puts another one away there to make it 6-2. Raptors showing a lot of offense here in game number 3. Raptors responding well here offensively, trying to get things to go their way. It's back and forth here. KS trying to make something happen. And a great shot coming off the roof there. Kind of pinches in his favor off the backboard. And with a minute 8 to go, Llama Factory going to try and make something happen here. Dr. 450 gets in there, shoots it off to the side. Raptors going to be able to move it up to the middle and out. Savage gets a chance. It's 1-1 KAS versus JMMS. And with 48 seconds to go, it's going to be difficult for KAS to score 5 goals, but that is still possible. In this game, anything's possible. And an attempt missed again, and it's a bloodbath over in the corner. People are getting just destroyed. This is great back and forth play, and with about 16 seconds to go, can KAS respond with one last goal? What a shot! Bicycle kicking back, and just as I was saying, leaving some taste in the mouth of the Raptors would be a good idea as we're going into game number 4.
Do I just start? The game is starting, and the ball is being tossed around by both teams, and they're trying to score to win. And some of them are guarding their goal. Cars are flying everywhere. And the orange team has scored. Good job to them. And the next part is starting now. They're near the blue goal. They might get it in. It almost went in the orange goal, but not quite. And it went in the orange goal. It is now 1-1. And the next part is starting. And there's already a point to orange team. The ball is near the blue goal. And now it's headed towards the orange one. Oh, no, back to the blue. Back to the orange now. It's going from one side to the other. And in the blue goal. orange team is now at 3 and blue team is at 1. Orange scores in the blue goal. And orange scores again. It is now 1-5. There is now 1 minute remaining. Now, orange has scored into the blue goal. It is now 6-1 with less than 30 seconds remaining. And they score in the last second. Orange wins 1-7.
All right, so here we go into game number 5, I think.
Game number 5.
Good kickoff by JMMS. And an instant goal for Orange team. A good shot by Two Miracles. Down 0-2. really good shot by the Savage. And it is now 2-1. Ball's getting really close to the Jinjin on net. They're trying to get it out. A really close shot by C Savage. Shot from Nesmus blocked by Savage. And a really good air dribble from Nesmus, and that is going to be 1-3.
Nice shot, Kuwait. Could be a really cool goal.
Raptors need to close the gap. Nice shot from two Miracle right over the Raptors defense.
Guard.
With 30 seconds remaining, the Raptors are looking to get 3 more goals and tie it up. That was the end of game 5, and the Raptors are now down 3-2.
All right. All right, we are in our best of 5, number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy that you are here with us. KAS taking on the first one and winning in game number 5 decisively too, like 6-1 or something like that in the last game. Very, very good play by KAS, and we are back at it here. Glad that you are with us, and we have some new players on the field to change things up a bit, and we're hoping it keeps things exciting for you all at home. Woozy and Mateo hopping in now to add some diversity to our playlist. And Trust gets a beautiful play off to the side and starts off the Raptors with a goal lead. Mr. Clanky not able to handle that. You want to take the spot? You can always join us too. Awesome, and we are back at it again here, game 1 in this next best of 5. And it's a back and forth. Thank you for that follow, Mohammed. Good to have you. And Trust answers right back and turns that into a goal lead. Raptors going to be having a back and forth play on this one. Levi doing an excellent job. And a shot to the side. Raptors trying to do something with it. Orange able to hit it out the side. Awuzie able to control it backwards. Defend. Trust goes out to the side. Trust pops it to the side, and it's a passing play, and it's put in. Trust. 5th period. Showing some big support here for the Raptors. All right, we are back at it. I wanted to switch out a few things on our end, and we are good to go. Raptors hoping to tie up this best of 5 match. Gens Cuber, thanks for the follow. Good to have you as well. This is not the last time that these teams will meet. This is certainly not the end of the evening or afternoon, no matter where you are in the world right now. There is more Rocket League. This is game number 1 of this second best of 5. Raptors showing a little bit different side of themselves as they're playing a little bit more off the wall, making passing plays. Definitely going to be giving KAS a little bit more of a challenge. We'll see, though, what happens as beautiful play there by Awuzie. If he can pass this in, and does, makes the defender commit, stays wide to make that play happen. You can see there's a little bit of a waiting game. Do I go? Do I go? Who's going to bite first and takes the shot? Mr. Clanky, who has been performing extremely well in those last games, hoping to make a difference here. 4-1 as Raptors are going into this second best of 5 in game 1. Last game 1 was taken by KAS in overtime, and so, you know, it was a very close series. Interesting to see. Over the course of this afternoon here, the Raptors have been having some fun in class, getting a chance to do some casting, get a chance to play. We have some mouse and keyboard players right now. The Savage One is rocking the mouse and keyboard. We have 2 controller players. We have players who are virtual at home today. We have players who are in person. Really exciting. Thank you for tuning in again. If you are in Kuwait, thank you for joining. It's just a pleasure to have you and to have this happen. And if you're in Albuquerque or America, it's great to have you as well. This is what it's all about. Woozy goes off to the side, tries to tip it wide, does not, knows to go back. Savage coming in to help out. Woozy gets wrecked. McClanky coming in, Trust back. A lot of support systems in play here. As you can tell, the Raptors are rotating from left to right. They're going back. Kind of interesting to see them playing with a player who's in person at the moment. And Mr. Clanky gets a chance to answer that call, puts it on the board. 5-2. KAS down 3 goals in game number 1, but certainly not out. People having fun on their chat box. MJ, good to have you on the stream. If you want your avatar to show up, click that link. Yes, sir. Getting on. A Woozy. Thinking about how to get back. Gonna contest. Trust gonna be there, bounced out, and they're working hard. Both Trust and Woozy were goal players at the beginning of this middle school season. They are 8th graders, and they have grown a lot. So it's great to see their development. And Woozy with 1 second to go, sweeps it short side to go left and in. Lets it jump, takes a second, inverts, flips, goes to the left, and then it's going to put a 6 on the board for the Raptors. Fifth period behind me, working on their assignments, also enjoying the game. Game number 1 heading to the Raptors in the second best of 5. And so far, so good. And Woozy, Mr. Clanky, and FX getting a goal apiece. And the pings are equally as high, giving a chance for everyone to struggle just a little bit here. All right, we're going to jump into match number 2. GG's to everybody indeed. This is going to be game number 3. Game number 1. Game number 2. Game number 2 here in series. And this is match number 2. If you were just joining us, Kuwait won the first best of 5 in game 5 in what was an excellent offensive ending match by Kuwait. Great job by their athletes and Lisa Jennings, their coach. And we're in match number 2 now. Raptors up 1 game. We know how this goes, though. Rocket League is infamous for being unpredictable. And tell you what, a lot of these athletes have a lot of great moves in them. I want to see if they can make those happen this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are in the world. If you're here with us in Albuquerque, New Mexico, it is the middle of the school day, and we're enjoying 5th period. If you are in Kuwait, it is about 10 o'clock p.m. at the moment. And I hear not a lot of people are sleeping this time of year over there, so there's a lot of fun to be had. Miracle trying to get up there. Savage able to block that one, able to pop it back out, but this is going to be another chance. Trust out. Mid-direct, another touch for a third. Dome almost gets a reset. Savage gets an inverted flip back, and Ness is going to take it back up. Trust, bodies, Woozy getting back into it. Mr. Clanky going to have a shot opportunity as Trust unable to block that as Mr. Clanky lightly taps it just below the tires of Trust. And knows it's a fake. What a shot by Mr. Clanky to take the early lead in game number 2 of this second best of 5. Kuwait, America, KAS Esports versus James Monroe. It's a pass, reset, and does not connect. Savage looking to get back, does not get the half flip in time he needs. Raptors are going to need to play aggressive, but yet positionally passive in order to make this happen here. This looks like an equal game. Miracle trying to dance with it in the middle. Unable to cause an opportunity for the Raptors. And it's going to be shot just off to the post and out. Raptors are going to be thankful that they didn't need to play goaltender on that one. Post is your best friend if you're a goaltender. Savage to the middle. Clanky tries to tap, does, redirects it one more time, but Trust gonna hopefully connect with the Woozy, not able to, and off the wall it goes. Players playing very hard here. Raptors down by 1. Orange, KAS. Blue is James Monroe. And Nesmith able to get that out. Savage able to play with it, makes the offensive player make a commitment there. Awuzie waiting to see what happens. Trust does make connection. Mr. Clanky thinking about going, rotating back, and unable to connect on that one. Raptors still down by 1, 2 minutes to go, and there's a lot of KAS Esports happening here on the Raptor end. Definitely a thrilling match here. Raptors trying. Takes the time. Awuzie taps it up. This could be pretty. Not able. Nesmith puts it away. And Trust with 1:15 trying to tie this game. What was kind of a unique first game has settled out in second game here. It's just a 1-goal game. KAS playing very well. And Raptors now thinking about what to do. What is the new strategy with 58 seconds to go? Trust, beautiful save, keeps it within 1. This game's still possible. Demo in the middle, Nesmith out. The Savage moving on with it, taps it once. Doesn't get the bounce he wants, but does set up Trust. Unable to get there, and with 29 seconds to go, they're going to need to gain control before they even have an opportunity. And this presents itself with one. Trust coming up for it, still could get it, bounces up. Is Michterland? He is. He's able to make the save. And it's coming down to the wire. 6 seconds to go. Raptors down by 1 in game number 2. And that's going to be game number 2. Kuwait taking the second game, 1-1. Kuwait coming back very strong on that match. Taking a look at that Trust with some pretty crazy ping, not a big deal. But Woozy, Trust, Savage, 100, 200 points apiece. Mr. Clanky with 300 points, talking about him earlier, doing pretty good. 1-1. Clanky is playing great. It's game number 3, 1-1. Everybody getting excited about this. The game's getting closer and closer. One player is not able to get their controller, but we'll figure it out. And it looks like we're good to go. Trust able to try and sneak one by Mr. Clanky, but he pops the hood and able to make that save early on. This could be a tricky one as Savage looking with the controller to make connection, does, and goes from not having the controller move at all to being the first one here to put in the goal that matters to start off game 3. A lot of action here. Raptors up by 1. 30 seconds have gone, or transpired, I should say. KAS tying up the series 1-1 in that last game. That was very tight, very well played. We're in a new game, so let's see what happens. Things have really kind of upped their ante with the speed. People are making some pretty tough plays happen. Both schools playing really well. James Monroe taking this opportunity to the fullest. So is KAS. And a bar down shot gets a little help from Owuzi on that left side. Trust getting a pop up to the side, connecting it again with just enough momentum for Owuzi to swing over and tap that in. Excellent play there by the Raptors. And the Savage gets another one.
That was a deep goal, holy. Yo, look at that controller, dude. Oh my.
All right, and we are off game number 3. It's 3-0 so far. In match number 2, we are split up. But game 3 can decide a lot here. It can also be a momentum swinger for either team here looking to try and make something happen. You know how that typically goes. You know, you gain a little bit of momentum over the course of a game or two, a few plays. Definitely what's happening between KAS. You can see their momentum swing. You can see them get really, really strong offensively. You can see sometimes how, you know, JMMS might also retract back from that aggression, and then the momentum kind of switches from side to side. Both programs really playing well here, showing what that looks like, as 2 best-of-5 matches is a lot. We've seen 5 matches in five games in match 1. We're in game number 3 here in match 2, and KAS answers with a sneaky goal, bumps Trust out of the way. 2 people go for it, and unfortunately, that's going to leave the Raptors to have no defense. 6th period starting for the Raptors here. Thank you for your time. Good job to our amateur casters. Appreciate it. And we're just getting started, working on the rest of our school day here. 6th period about to start. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in game number 3. Raptors up by 2, but KAS playing very well and able to sneak it in. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened there. Trust missed it, unfortunately, off the side, and that gives the opportunity for the Raptors to try and push forward a little bit. Great job here. APS Esports, very proud of what we've been doing and accomplishing. Trying to get curriculum for esports approved here at school. Trying to make sure that you know, our kids are able to cast and stream and play and practice in these things that really have a lot of real-world skill and worth. You know, these kids are practicing manipulating 3D objects in basically what I would just call a collision detector here. Woozy gets a tap in. Minute and 50 to go. Trust does get a chance to shoot that off to the side, does. Woozy taps it once, twice, carries it, flicks it, and is able to beat all 3 players on Kuwait's side. 1 tap, 2 tap, controls it, makes a move. There's a mini motion there that indicated he might cut in, does not, and actually makes a really good play. 2 Miracle tapping off, saying that we are all good. And here we go. Oh, and almost a Justin goal by Awuzie coming off that top inverted shot there. Beautiful play. Raptors in Kuwait now 1-1 in game 3. Tied up the second match here. Kuwait taking match 1 in game 5. And Raptors now split in game 3. Hoping to pull off a W here. Sixth period is getting ready to start here soon, and we're going to have student casters. We're going to have people hopping in. This is the fun part about being able to play live. America versus Kuwait live right now, match number 2. We are in game number 3. Raptors, Kuwait tied right now in games 1 apiece, but Raptors with 39 seconds to go are leading game number 3. Savage has a wild attempt to get that, does not. And casually taking it off to the side. Trust misses. This is going to be an opportunity for Kuwait. Kuwait does go off to the side. Trust balls him up down the middle. Thinking about a cut. Awuzie pops it up once. It's actually deflected wide by Mr. Clanky. Great shot. It's going to bounce up, giving him a chance. 12 seconds to go. And the Raptors hoping to take game number 2 in the second best of 5. And with 4 seconds to go, it looks possible. Raptors take game number 3 in the second best of 5. All right, we're live in the mix. Let's hear it, Amnon. Let's get our play-by-play.
Damn.
Make sure we keep it. Make sure we keep our language appropriate. Gotta keep the language appropriate. All right, so blue is James Monroe and orange is Kuwait. Playing the Middle East versus America. She's sitting in there for now. Play-by-play, what's going on? Clean, good. Alright, about a minute down here so far, and Raptors with an early lead, and an attempt here. Amron, lead us. What happened here?
Savage one scored, bro.
What a shot, and it gets flipped over, and Savage comes back in to make something happen. Our co-casting today, Amron and Carlos, helping us with their play-by-play. Tell us what you see. Blue is James Monroe, and orange is
So far,
Kuwait.
blue is winning. Oh, another score by Travis.
What a shot. Waits for the right bounce. Gets an aerial attempt. Inverts the card just enough. Goes underneath to Miracle. And here we are. Game number 4. Raptors up 2-1 in this series. If Raptors win, this closes out this best of 5. Kuwait wins. We keep going.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
camera on which game is getting us into the game as well. Good job here for the Raptors and KAS for playing extremely well. This is an intercontinental match with some amazing players here.
Oh.
Raptors trying to get it out of that corner, having a tough time. It's different not hearing a couple of players because they're at home. Okay, what are your thoughts?
Oh, that's what I do. Score. Mr. Harvey? That's what happened. I don't know.
We're back at it, no worries. Woo!
Probably disconnected.
We probably did. We're back at it again. We're playing all the way across the world. That's kind of what happens this time. Blanky. Rudy trying to make something happen here. A minute and 53 to go. Raptors up in the series 2-1. Recall KAS started off very strong here and honestly could come back in the remaining minute and 40. They've been close games. Carlos, tell us what you see. Kuwait. 20 seconds we got left. Minute 34. 94. No, what do we got? 94 seconds. Let's go. This is a close one here. Anything can happen. We'll be trying. Minute and 10 seconds to go. If Raptors win this, they'll close it out. And then Awuzie comes in off to the side. I don't know how he does that. What a shot by Awuzie, who Doomsy dishes that one right off the right corner. One of those I have never been able to fully accomplish. You got to utilize that second jump boost right after you jump off the corner. That's hard to do. Awuzie taps it up, gives it a chance for himself. One more. 52 seconds to go, and what a shot by Awuzie. Sixth period, wondering if there are going to be more games, or do we have to get to work after this? What happens? The school must go on. Off to the bar and out. Another bar shot. Amran, Carlos, talk to us. Fair enough. We are speechless. KAS playing very well. What a banger by Trust, who flies off. Awuzie playing backboard offense, and Trust coming in. Wonderful play by the 8th grader. Going to high school, probably playing at the top. Eight seconds to go in this match.
JMMS wins.
Alright, good job Amran, good job Carlos, thank you for your co-casting expertise, it's really cool. This is great, I know it's difficult. Good job to both squads for their efforts today. Raptors taking match number 2 while KAS taking match number 1. And you know what? It always seems to end that way. It's a great way to say, hey, you know what? We ended up tying here. One group gets a match win and another group gets a match win. People are excited. They're congratulating each other on the great matches. We want to thank you all for a great match indeed. And I'm going to call the other coach here and have a chat and see how she's doing with her squad. And we're going to meet up and talk here in a second.
Hello. Well done.
Hello, well done indeed. We got a split. This is so great. We are super happy that we made everything work successfully. We did it, Coach Jennings.
Well, we did. Well done, Dr. Harvey.
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
think the European server move was the best because the lag in the first couple was quite difficult for my team.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I think that was such a smart idea just to find somewhere in the middle that was going to help everyone. Great call on that. It seemed that everyone had about the same kind of issue. So this is great, and I love that both teams get to walk away going, "Wow, you should see the match we played. One went to a best of 5, and we lost the other one." And I or whatever each group is going to say. I mean. I feel like 1-1 is a great way to have an intercontinental friendly match because both teams walk away feeling pretty good.
Yes, and they do feel really good. And it was good because we actually had, I think you could see all our team rotations. So we had actually a lot of players, but everyone got to play, which was fantastic.
Yes, it
Except
is.
at the end because it's a bit late our time. It's near 11:30 at night. So some of them had to go and they were like, "Miss, we need to go to bed."
Oh man. Okay. Well, yeah, we're certainly so thankful that culturally we were able to do this, and then also just geographically able to do this. I know it's late over there. I know kids are in their 6th period classes over here, but it's been a really great experience getting kids to cast who have never cast before, jumping in the seats for our classes.
Oh, well done.
So it's been great to see. You had a couple kids play on mouse and keyboard. They didn't have a control, and they were doing good. So this has been an amazing experience, Coach Jennings. I want to thank you all very much.
Yeah, and we want to thank you. So thank you for streaming and shoutcasting the match. It's been great.